All right, folks. So, quick reminder: FOMC day tomorrow, and the SPY is kind of almost got that upside shape. Looks a little toppy here, so I'm not a fan of FOMC days, but we'll see what happens. I'll be there tomorrow. Couple hat tips today for WULF. Miguel made a great post, and I'll zoom in here to show you on the inside five. So you had an early high, lower high, and he called this on an inside five. So this five was inside this one, and so on, right? And this one was inside the previous one. So the trigger was 1554 right here as it broke this candle's high. Stopped below this candle's low, and it went to 1705. Great post by Miguel. I hate giving him credit because, well, it's Miguel. Me and him have a thing going on, but let's see. Keith gave us, we talked about this in pre-market with the uranium plays being strong. Just called this over 20, which was right there. And it went to almost 21, but never really looked back from the entry. Great post by Keith. Lung, L-U-N-G. Doesn't look pretty now, but Kevin P called it at $2 on this pullback, which was right there. I mean, I think it was like a dime risk, and it went to 289. Beautiful call by Kevin P. I say that a lot. Anyway, there's a few highlights from the day. Let me remind you guys, mostly for the new folks in chat, this is what we're all about. We try to stick with the in-play stocks, but then we trade them on an intraday basis as we teach. So keep that in mind, right? With that in mind, what are we watching for tomorrow? SOFI breaking out to all-time highs. Really nice volume. Pretty strong close. Could give a trade tomorrow. UROY. All the uranium plays are strong. Big volume there and one of the strongest closes. And I like the fact that if we break today's high tomorrow, we've got another high not that far above at 537. VTYX. Recent high after the big gap up at 782 and a strong day today. Certainly worth watching. CCJ, another uranium play, breaking out today. Could continue tomorrow. WULF trying to break out here. Certainly worth watching. MCTA, a recent IPO, going out at all-time highs there. NOK, I guess flip phones are back. Closed at 777. But Nokia took an, NVIDIA took an investment in Nokia. So that's interesting. ASST, after the big pop yesterday, kind of had a gap down and a kind of a flat close today, but it's still in place, so we want to watch it. BACQ goes on bounce watch. I don't love this because it was a Citron play and had a huge pop, but in 3 days it's almost round tripped, but we still have kind of the 20-day right here. So it could bounce tomorrow. I'm putting it on bounce watch. AREB, also not a great looking chart, but had massive volume back here. And then we've got a few days lower, very narrow range today. So I still like it as a potential bounce play tomorrow. DVLT, I actually would have preferred this to close at the lows, but still, yet you got a stock that's in play, had a big breakout here, couple red days in a row. Honestly, I'd like to see another red day down, at least to test this high. And then I would love it as a bounce play. But anyway, I'm putting it on bounce play tomorrow. SCNX, I feel a little silly putting this on because everybody from this day pretty much is underwater. But you still have that massive volume pop and 3 days lower. Fairly narrow range today compared to the last few days. So I'm putting it on bounce watch. I don't love this one, though, just so you know. CPSH in after hours, as I'm talking to you, is trading at 466. They had a nice headline. It actually went to 556 at the highs in after hours, but it's given a lot of that back. So we'll see if it's still gapping in the morning. And then lastly, SSKN. Nice volume today and a pretty strong close, but in after hours, this went to 270. As I'm talking to you, it's trading at 244. So still, if it's gapping in the morning, we're definitely going to watch that one. And that's it for me. I'll see you guys in pre-market, and we'll add some gappers to this list. I'll see you in chat.